What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Astro, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 best Prime 1 Studio statues ever created. What I did was I went out to Facebook, I put out a poll, I let you guys vote. We had over 130 votes. That's really good for my little polls that I put out on Facebook. What I would like to do is move that polling onto YouTube, right? But if you want to be a part of that, make sure you subscribe so it'll show up on your community tab. It'll be right there on your YouTube feed. It'll be awesome and great, and it'll be easy. So make sure you subscribe to be able to do that. But without further ado, let's get into the top 10. So coming in at number 10 is a piece that I would have never put at number 10, and it's the Jet Power Optimus Prime from Prime 1. Now, this piece to me is a grail. I've had the privilege of seeing it in person. I've helped build it before. If you haven't seen that video, I think try up here, should be up here. But man, this piece here is freaking phenomenal, and I don't know. I feel like it's underrated. Like it should that this piece should never be at number 10, never on anyone's list. But again, this is y'all's list. This isn't my list. I mean, look at it. Why wouldn't you mess with this piece? But anyway, I'm gonna leave that at number 10. Let's come on. Let's go to number 9. So at number 9, we have the 1/3 scale Guts. And with this piece, I'm not as familiar with the franchise. Berserk has been something that I've tried a couple times getting into. I started with the movies on Netflix, but that animation style, it's just very, very hard for me to get with that. I just hate that 3D futuristic type anime style they do. I don't like it with anything. And every time I try to watch it, I fall asleep. So I don't know much about the characters. I don't know much about the story, but all the statues look really cool. Guts always looks really cool in the statues. Prom 1, this was a big hit. I know that the creator of Berserk, he ended up unfortunately passing away, and I know that the readers and the fans were very hurt by that. And so hopefully you guys, I mean, obviously it's one of your favorite pieces, is in top 10, but there's a couple Guts pieces that are a little bit better to me. But this piece is still nice. It's still nice. But let's come on. Let's go to number 8. So coming in at number 8, we have the DK3 Batman. And this piece here, I'm actually not mad at this being at top 10. This piece is it's a really likable piece. It's a piece that everyone loves in the community. What I really like about this piece is that the sculpt, of course, and then you have a lot of the folds in his suit. That just, I don't know, it just adds a lot of character to the piece, and it just, for me, I don't know, I haven't read the full story of that Dark Knight that story, but what I do know is that this is an older Batman. It looks like he's gotten much bigger, and it just kind of helps tell the story for me with his suit and with the gun. Obviously, we normally don't see Batman with guns, but that rifle is pretty cool as well. It makes it a very, very tall statue. I think this is like 38 inches tall, something crazy like that. 35, 38, something like that. Don't fact check me. But this piece is here. Not mad at it. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the next item on the list is a piece that I just absolutely believe is the best Poison Ivy, and that's the Poison Ivy Hush, of course. I mean, you have Poison Ivy. The sculpt on her is absolutely beautiful. Then you have like the tree plant monster wrapping around her. That looks awesome. The base complements the tree monster and her, and obviously it's from the Hush story. And even you get a little peek of that in the Superman Hush. We'll talk a little bit later about him. And I think he has like a little he has the plant around his neck. Spoiler alert: when he was controlled by Poison Ivy. But this is a really cool statue, man. Like I said, I think this is probably the best Poison Ivy to me. I can't think of a better one, especially not in third scale. I think this beats third scale and quarter scale and probably 10th scale and whatever other scale, 6th scale, whatever. But again, wonderful. It deserves to be on this list. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But let's go on to the next one. Now, this next piece is a piece that I'm not as familiar with. I've only seen it once or twice online, and this is the Doomsday statue from Prime 1. I've played Doom a few times. That was right around my time, just maybe a little bit before my time. It's just kind of in the gray area. So I played Doom a few times, but I didn't grow up playing Doom, but the game is nice. This piece is really cool. It kind of embodies what Prime 1 does best, and that's that gory, sinister, dark type feel. They do those types of statues. They knock those out of the park. And in this base, you have the same thing. That's what you're doing. You're killing a lot of monsters and stuff like that. You can see that here in this statue. So again, knock this out of the park. I wouldn't have guessed that this would be in everyone's top 10, but it's there. It's there in the top 10. But let's move up. Let's go on to the next one. Now we're getting into the top 5 best Prime 1 statues, and at number 5 we have Doomsday. I mean, come on. We all know why this is on there. This piece speaks for itself. You have the Prime 1 like base. You have Doomsday stepping and just looking very gruesome and sinister walking. You have a couple different switch outs with the head sculpt. You have his hand, spikes every freaking where, the Superman flag that's kind of hanging in the back. I mean, it's freaking massive. What can you say? This is some of Prime 1's best work right here. And I plan on kind of getting the cut in on this. I'm going to get the Devastator, which is a version of Batman, which kind of, it's like Batman and Doomsday mixed. And it looks great. If you guys haven't seen it, you might want to subscribe. It's going to come to the channel, and it's going to be great. So that piece is kind of a sister piece to this. But anyway, not surprised that this is on the list. This is, again, one of those pieces that everyone talks about. You see a lot of the huge Prime 1 collectors, they have this piece. Even if they're not into Superman as much, I mean, come on. This piece is one of them. Like it has so much presence, you can't deny it. So that's going to be number 5. Let's get into number 4. So, number 4, I mean, this probably should have been number 1 or 2. 3 at the lowest. This is Batman Who Laughs. This is some of Prime 1's best work. Absolute best work. I own this piece. Again, some of their best work. I mean, what can I say? You have the Robins on the base. You have the Batman Who Laughs himself. You have like the fence on the back that says Batman Who Laughs. The base is big. It has a lot of presence. It's sculpted beautifully. It's painted beautifully. It's absolutely perfect in my eyes. I mean, he looks gross in the face. Like this is what kicked off. This is the inception of Batman Who Laughs taking off in the statue community. Prime 1 delivered. They delivered on this piece. He got really popular after that, and now you have pieces like 6 scale pieces, 10 scale pieces. You have a quarter scale from Sideshow. You have a quarter scale from XM. You have another quarter scale from Queen. I think that On Throne piece is quarter scale. You have another quarter scale coming from Prime 1 where Batman Who Laughs is facing off against Batman. So, I mean, this is what started it all, man.
Approximately 10 hours later.
So, long story short, I'm disappointed in all of you. I'm disappointed. We got to do better as a people. But anyway, let's move into the top 3. So, at number 3, I think that this deserves to be on this list at number 3. It probably wouldn't be on my number 3, but this is the Liebermejo Joker. I think this is probably the best Joker made. Is that a crazy statement? Am I gonna get canceled for that? Is that a wild take? Like, I don't know. I think this might be the best Joker ever created. I don't know. It's just everything about it is really nice. It's very dark. It's very sinister. It captures the comics. It captures the pages. It captures everything about Joker. I mean, I've never seen this piece in person, but I've watched probably half a dozen videos on it, and everyone I've seen review this piece says the exact same thing. It's freaking awesome. It's great. Is this, is that. The same song every single time. So I can't help to think that this is, whenever you see this in person, it's that damn good. Now, the Liebermejo Batman isn't as highly regarded, but this Joker is just really good. I think it's really the head sculpt that does it. I don't even think it's the suit or anything like that. I think it's the head sculpt because he just looks crazy in the face. And there's multiple head sculpts. I think it's a couple of different poses, a couple of different switch outs with the hands and stuff like that. But yeah, that's number 3, man. That's number 3. Let's get into number 2. You could probably guess what number 2 and number 1 is, but let's do it. Coming in at number 2, we have the Batman Hush Batcave statue from Prime 1 Studios. We all knew this was going to be on the list. This piece here, it swept, it's cleaned house last year. I think it won damn near every award possible. Prime 1 this was some of their best work. I mean, they knocked this one out of the park. The Batman is sculpted perfectly. The base is sculpted perfectly. The bats, the cape, the head sculpt. You get like 5 different head sculpts, something crazy. It's expensive. I actually had this piece on order at one point, but ended up canceling because I just kind of picked a different direction for my collection. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't go 3rd scale DC because that takes up a lot of space. I'm gonna stick with 1/4 scale, but yeah, I mean, what are you gonna say about this piece being number 2 on the list? You can't be mad about this. It's great. It's awesome. It's one of them. So here you are, Batman Batcave Hush. And here we have it, number 1. This is a piece that I'm sure everyone could probably agree on. Not everyone, but probably a lot of people. This is the Hush Superman from Prime 1, right? I mean, we already know what time it is with this piece. This piece is one of those, man. This is the best Superman in my opinion. I think that if that 1/4 scale Queen Studios museum marble, piece, if that was painted, I think that it will get looked at a little different. But Queen Studios will be coming out with the 1/4 scale comic version of Superman here soon. We're gonna see what that looks like. XM has a Superman that's coming out soon. We'll see what that looks like, and we'll kind of reassess from a 1/4 scale perspective what's the best. But from a 3rd scale perspective, this is already solidified. There's nothing you can do to change it. I mean, they would have to come. It'll be a while. I mean, they would have to come with something crazy to beat this. I'm sure they probably could, but I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. We'll see later on this year whenever they do their Prime 1 showcase, their next level showcase. We'll see if they have another 3rd scale Superman for us. But as of right now, this reigns supreme. This is the king as I speak right now. But that's been the top 10 list for Prime 1. Let me know your thoughts about this list in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to be safe. Don't forget to collect, buy whatever you want, do whatever you want. But until next time, man, y'all be good, y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.